Hey, I'm Scott. I'm with the Oboz Footwear Outreach and Education team. My job is to travel the country, hang with people like you. I listen to people, get shoes on their feet, and I bring back what I hear on the road to our HQ. Today I'm rolling into Delaware to the GORE Labs. Now I can bet you've heard of GORE-TEX before. I would also bet that there's a lot more to them than the average person thinks. GORE's been working on something super special for about 10 years, and we are going to be one of the first brands to implement this new technology on a new product that we're super psyched about. Today we're not only going to learn a little about the groundbreaking technology, but we're also going to hear about the unexpected, the incredibly rich history of GORE, and how we wound up working together.
I'd like to introduce you to Whitney. She's one of our capabilities associates, and she's going to take us around the building.
Whitney, this space is absolutely incredible, but where exactly are we?
We're in Newark, Delaware, where our company was founded in 1958. You're familiar with the GORE-TEX brand, but what most people don't know is we do a heck of a lot more than that here at GORE. On the medical side of things, we have things like a septal occluder that will heal a hole in your heart, our C-tag device for a thoracic aortic aneurysm. We have things like the rover on Mars and the International Space Station, the cables, the information comes to us from those. Also on the consumer side of things, we have guitar strings, we have fishing line, there's fuel cell technologies, we have artificial corneas that we're working on now. Let's go check this out. Enough talking about it, right?
Let's do it. So I find the GORE story rather fascinating. Kind of delve into that a little bit more for us.
Sure. So our co-founder, Bill GORE, was working at a global chemical company that brought him to this area. He had a lot of really great ideas and understood there's so much value to bring to society. Unfortunately, where he was working at the time, they weren't too keen on exploring those opportunities. So he was determined and was figuring stuff out himself, right? Was literally in the basement of their home. And his son, Bob, came down and had a question about chemistry or something, and he asked his father, and he says, let me show you what I'm working on. And he had this particular polymer, and he was trying to insulate a set of parallel electric wires, and it wasn't working in these colander rolls. And Bob says to him, Dad, why don't you try that tape? Use that to insulate those wires. And, oh, no, Bob, that's not going to work. This is nonstick. That's not going to work. And 4 o'clock that morning, Bill was shaking Bob awake. Bob, you were right. It worked. You were right. So the very first patent that W.L. Gore and Associates ever filed was from Bob GORE, who was a sophomore at the local University of Delaware. And with the support of his wife, Vive GORE, they started the enterprise in 1958 and had equal partner ownership, which I think is pretty impressive, that a woman in 1958 owned just as much of the enterprise as her male counterpart husband did.
That's amazing.
So that is the beginning. And from there, launched into the rest of the enterprise. But it was really that determination, that collaboration, that science-based approach, and that real togetherness that started that enterprise and really bleeds through to where we are today.
Talk to us about the great appreciation the GORE family had for the outdoors.
Oh, absolutely. Outdoor enthusiasts. Actually, most of their family vacations were hiking and backpacking trails out west that actually the family still today goes and hikes those same trails. Outside is the best side. There's no such thing as bad weather. There's just bad gear.
I like it. Whitney, this tour has been absolutely incredible. Thank you. I'm really, my mind is blown not only on the technology, but where GORE has been, where GORE is headed. More importantly, with Oboz Footwear, it's really, really exciting.
It is exciting. I'm going to hand you back over to Christy, where you're going to head over to the lab at Elk Mills 5. You think your mind was blown now? Just you wait, Scott.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.